Hey guys, welcome to the Panic Perspective with Bill here. Great having you today. Today we're going to be talking about a very important tool. It's a basic one, but it's kind of a foundational tool that everybody needs to have. So I'd like you to start to apply this today, and I'd like you to get very, very familiar with using it. I call it the panic scale. It's basic. It's a scale between 1 to 10. So if I was to ask you, where do you fall on a panic scale between 1 to 10, where 1 is completely at rest and 10 is a full-blown panic attack. Real basic, but it's useful because it tells you where you're at, and that's important because now you know what to do, right? Hey, if you're at a 1 to 3, you're in the green zone. Keep doing what you're doing, right? Life's great. You're mentally at peace. Everything's going the right direction. But if you move into the yellow zone, that's the 4, 5, 6, 7 zone, now you're in the cautionary zone. Now this is a zone where you've started to feel a little bit of stress. Maybe it started to turn into anxiety, and you need to start to calm yourself down when you're in the yellow zone. And God help us, right, when we get to that red zone, if we're at an 8, 9, or 10, we know from experience that essentially the panic takes on a life of its own. 1 to 7, you're in control. 8, 9, 10, you're along for the ride. So it's very, very important to grasp that scale, start to use that scale on a daily basis. And you know what? Make sure your loved ones are familiar with that scale as well, because when you're going through a panic attack and a loved one is trying to help, they don't know how to help you. And so if they're asking how you feel and all they're getting back is silence, or they're getting back a look, or they're getting back I don't know, then it's hard for them to understand the gravity of where you're at. It's a little bit like trying to lead somebody to your location and they keep asking you, well, what's around where you're at? And you're trying to, they're on the phone with you and you're trying to lead them over to you, and you either aren't saying anything or you keep saying, I don't know. So the panic scale is fantastic because it tells you where you're at. It tells them where you're at too, and so they can be of better service. Now, once you start to move this direction, the goal is always going to be to move back this direction. And you're going to do that by using and applying the tools that you're learning and applying. Hopefully you're applying them in this series here with me. So you may go into some deep breathing, you may go into some imagery, utilization of your gratitude list, whatever you need to do to start to move yourself back this direction. Once you've passed kind of the point of no return, you're at an 8, 9, or 10, and you've moved into full-blown panic attack mode, like I said earlier, at that point you're along for the ride. Make sure to watch my video on how to successfully move through a panic attack once you've gotten to that point. Now, if you can learn to recognize where you're at and to start utilizing your tools then you never have to have a panic attack again. So by the time I've moved from a 1 to a 4, I recognize that I'm ramping myself up. I'm the one causing it, and I recognize that. By the time I move to a 5 or 6, I start in with my tools to move myself back down. Really important that you start to do that and you understand that you can move yourself back down that scale. So I want you to start utilizing this right away. 1 to 10, I want you to start practicing throughout the day, just asking yourself, where am I at right now? And if you're consistently at a 1 or 2, that's great. Don't feel like you don't need the scale. Just know that you're just practicing right now so that when you really need it, it will be there. Very crucial. So the other thing that you can do with this is when you talk with someone who's having their panic attack, you can ask them, hey, what number between 1 and 10 are you at? That'll give you a better idea of how to direct them and help to move them back the direction towards that green zone. So there it is, the panic scale. Start to use that immediately. That's going to be a tool that we're going to be coming back to on a regular basis. Again, if you are getting something out of these videos and you know other people that might get something out of these videos, please, please, please share the videos. Hit the like button because that helps to send it out to more people around YouTube. Again, the goal is we want to help as many people as we possibly can suffering with anxiety, panic, depression. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys very soon.